everyone, welcome to the Coding Planet, and today I'm going to show you how to take a user input in your Java program. So I'm going to show you not one but three different ways in which you can take in which you can take an input from the user in your Java program. So this is part 1 of that video. Also, if you find this video really informative, make sure you hit that like button and press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. So let's get started. So I'm using the Eclipse IDE for this purpose. The first example that I'm going to show you through which you can accept a user input is via the scanner class. The scanner class is probably the best and the most preferred method to take input. So it's a predefined functionality provided by the Java systems to us. So we are going to use, since it's a class, we are going to declare its object. Now the scanner functionality is a predefined class and it is found in the package java.util.scanner. Since I have not imported the package, I can see the error here. So let's import the package and get rid of the error. As you can see, the error here is gone. I have imported java.util.scanner. Now in the scanner constructor, it is defined we need to specify the location from where you are taking the input. You can see a user input can be accepted from a file, from a path, from a string, anywhere. So I'm going to take the user input from system.in. So when this syntax is completed, you can see there are no errors. So I'm going to develop a small program in which I'm going to accept a user age, their salary and their name. So let's get going. First I'm going to accept the user age. So I'm going to prompt the user to enter the age by simply printing a system.out.println, please enter your age. Okay. So since age is an integer value, I'm going to store it in this age variable. And now what we have to do? Now in the scanner class, there are various methods to accept different data types in Java. Since we are accepting an integer value, I'm going to use the nextInt method. So I'm going to take the scanner object, which in this case is the scan, and I'm going to write nextInt. And voila, it's done. So now I'm going to print the age to check whether it's accepting properly or not. Your age is, and append the age variable, save the program and run it. So I'm going to enter my age, and you can see in your age variable the value is 21. So what you do when you have to accept a float value? So simply change the variables to next float. So I'm going to accept a salary of the user. So I'm going to change this to float, salary. Here I'm going to change to next float and just print my salary. I'm going to ask user to please enter their salary. Save the program and run it. Say, for example, this is my salary, and you can see you are getting the whole salary. Now, what if you want to accept a user name? I want to know the name of the user. So for that purpose, let's get rid of all this, and I'm going to prompt the user to please enter your name. So since name would be a character array, in Java we use that as a string, and the variable name would be name. So for string values, we have two functions actually. The first is next and next line. So first I'm going to explain the next function. So this is the next function. This is how you take a string input. So I'm just going to take next, and your name is, append the name variable, save it, and let's run the program. I'm going to enter my full name. Coding Planet. But I can see just coding. Where did my whole name go? So in this case, what is happening is this next function can read input only till the space. It cannot read the two words separated by the space. So here is when the next line comes to rescue. The next line reads input including the space between the two words, and it keeps reading till the end of the line. So if you want just the first name of the user, you can use the next function, or if in any program you just need to read till the first space, you need to use the next function. But if you want to read the whole line, I'm just going to simply change it to next line, save it, and let's run it. Please enter your name, and you can see the whole name is printed. So this is all about the scanner class. If you want to practice, make sure you go to the HackerRank link. I have mentioned it in the description, and practice this problem of Java standard in and standard out to make sure you are clear with all the concept. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you really want more such informative videos, and I'm going to see you with part 2 of this video. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.